Right, we've gone straight to round 4. Round 3 is a really straightforward round and we've not had any problems reported with that. So we're going to round 4 just to revisit spike stitches and picot. And we've done something very similar to this on Merton Abbey, but we thought we'd just as well revisit it. So just in case, you know, you wanted to skip through as quick as you can on this particular motif. So I'm using copper here in keeping with the original colourway, and what we're going to do is start with a spike stitch. And if I show you the actual completed block, you'll see what I'm talking about. So if you look at the petals, the outline here, this copper outline is what we're about to complete, and you'll just be able to see here just at the edge sort of each petal, which kind of defines the shape of it. We've got these longer stitches either side, and then we've got picots at the top, which are what we join the flower to the frame with. So those are the two elements of this round we're going to have a look at. Right, so I've got my copper yarn, and I'm going to start by joining it into the base of the first double crochet of any petal. So here is the first double crochet, and again I will just say into the base, so I'm not coming into the top of the stitch as usual. I'm coming into the base, so where that double crochet has actually been made into the cranberry round, I'm going into the base there. So right at the bottom of that stitch, I'm pulling up a loop. Okay. And I'm going to pull it all the way up to the top of the work, because it needs to be a longer stitch because it's replicating a spike stitch here. And I'm going to just secure that with a chain. All right, so you can see it's a long stitch. It's much longer than a normal stitch if we were to make it at the top of the work. All right, so now that we've actually made that spike double crochet, we've covered that first stitch. Okay, so we can't work into there, so we're going to work into the next stitch along, which is a double crochet. Well, sorry, we're working a double crochet into the next stitch along, and we're working 2 into the next one. All right, and we're going to do that again. That's a repeated move. So one double crochet, 2 double crochet. And we're staying here because we're now going to create that picot. And the way that we create the picot is we're going to make 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and the picot is just that sort of little bobble at the end, or little curl at the end of the stitch there. And so we've made the 3 chain, and the way we're going to make it into that little bobble is to curl it back on itself, and we're going to slip stitch into the stitch where the first chain comes out of. So if I come really close to the camera, the first chain is coming out of this stitch here. I'm going to put my hook under that leg of that front leg of that stitch and into the side leg of that stitch, and pull through and pull through. So I've made a slip stitch, and I'm going to go back into the double crochet, well, sorry, make a double crochet back into the stitch at the base. And if I take my hook out now, you will see we have got basically 3 double crochet sitting in that top part of the petal and that nice little rounded bobble at the top, and that is a picot. All right, so that's how you make your picot. We'll do another one in a moment just to make sure that that's kind of gone in. We're going to go a double crochet into the next stitch, 2 into the next stitch, and 1 into the next stitch, and now we are back ready to make a proper spike stitch. And it's just the same as kind of how we started, really. There's our double crochet sitting at the edge of the petal. So I'm going to get my hook and I'm going to put it into the stitch at the base of the double crochet, pull up the yarn all the way so that it's at the top of the work, and finish the double crochet in that way. All right, so there we've got, if I just stop here, you'll see we've got a spike stitch at each side of the petal, 1 and 2, and we've got double crochet running up each side of the petal, and at the pinnacle we've got that little picot. So it really makes a nice shape, gives our petals some nice definition, and makes a really nice shape there. Okay, we'll make 3 chain, I'm going to just do that again. And what we've got, you can see we've got 3 chain underneath. In this case, they're in cardinal. So we've kind of got a layered effect of chains happening now. And that's fine. They'll get covered up, so don't worry about it. So let's just go through a repeat on this petal again so you know exactly what you're doing. So starting with a spike stitch, we go into the base of that first double crochet, pull it up to the height of the work and secure. And we'll go 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 double crochet into the one after, and then 1 into the next one, and 2 into the one after. And this, after we've made that second one, this is where we make our picot. So we go 1, 2 and 3 chain, and under the first leg of the stitch at the base and into the side of the stitch at the base to create the slip stitch. Secure it with 1 double crochet into the same place, and then we've got 1 double crochet in the next stitch and 2, and then 1, and we're ready for the last spike stitch. So at the base of that double crochet, and we pull up and secure. So there you go. There are 2 completed petals with picots. I'll just finish the other 2 and then you can see what it looks like at the end. Right, so there it is, all complete, and I will sort of turn it at the angle that it's going to end up at, and you will see that each petal is accentuated by this spike stitch at the edge, and we've got that lovely shaping coming from the picot at the tip of the petal. Okay, so that was round 4.